Yo, what is good? What is going on? And welcome back to another video. So today it's day 263. 263 days of no fap. Sorry, I'm like so hungry. But I swear, I eat either like late at night, I'll eat either a fruit or a salad. Very basic salad, just whatever the pre-made chopped up stuff is in the bag. Throw it in there with a little bit of dressing. I might switch it up based on what I have a taste for, because I've noticed I've been doing really good with like my sugar cravings lately. So just to make you guys aware, I'm literally right now only 40 pounds away from my goal, right? And like I hadn't really realized it, but it was like, I would take pictures and I'm like, yo, my face looks way slimmer now. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? And I hit the scale, and literally to see 240 pounds up there, I was like, holy shit. Now don't get me wrong, I think some of my dehydration helped with that, but either way, I've been back to healthier, living. Well, I've been back to, fully cleansing and things like that. But yeah, so now it's like I find myself falling back into old habits when it comes to dieting, because I've been close to hitting my goal before, but then every time I've gotten close, I've done the same shit. I would allow myself to have a cheat meal, which then turned into a cheat snack, which turned into another cheat meal. Now it's a whole cheat weekend, because now I'm like, well, on Monday I'll go back to the gym and I'll do a workout in the morning and at night, and then the morning would hit, I'd be so just tired, I would get lazy. It's all right, I've made it this far, it's okay, I'll just go super hard in the evening. But then in the evening there's like no equipment. I get there, I do a shitty ass workout, you see what I'm saying? And then it just turns into this cycle to where now I'm just literally coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse. And then 4 months down the line, I'm back to doing another juice thing, I'm back to doing another this, another that, so to see how close I am to my goal, to know how close I am to my goal, now it means so much to really stay the course this time. So again, when it comes to like, because I crave sweets. God, I crave sweets. Like the sweets in my week, like ice cream. That's my weakness, and it doesn't matter what type. It don't matter. I don't care if it's plain. I don't care if it's the Bluebell Great Divide chocolate and vanilla. I don't care if it's the Great Neapolitan or whatever it is with the chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. I don't care if it's cookie dough, cookies and cream, fave. Butter pecan, other fave. Pralines and cream, other fave. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't care. I don't care if it's the bride's cake. Anything Ben and Jerry's. Like sometimes I want like the ultimate chocolatey whatever. So that chocolate fudge brownie, amazing. Strawberry cheesecake. The seasonal pumpkin cheesecake, dog. But like, real talk, the one I used to always get a lot was that everything but the kitchen sink by Ben and Jerry's. That has like everything in it. And so yeah, ice cream has always been just my thing. So that's why I said when I get my salads, if I decide to eat a salad at night, then depending on what I feel for taste, if I'm craving something sweet, then I'll put either like a French dressing or like the Catalina dressing, since they're both a little bit sweeter. But my main go-to is always either Caesar dressing, excuse me, or balsamic vinaigrette. So yeah, man, I'm just staying healthy, eating my little tangerines, just doing my thing. Oh, and yeah, man, Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads that are watching, if there are any dads here watching. Even though I don't think too many of y'all got kids, but either way, I got a daughter. I celebrate Father's Day. Now, although she's not with me, doesn't matter. That's my baby. She has been enjoying her summer with my mom, And my sister, since they, because of COVID, we couldn't send her to New Jersey last summer. So, mm, oh, so good. Damn, that's so good. But since COVID, she hasn't been able to spend time with my mom or my sister, so they definitely were making up for it. My sister took her to the American Dream Mall, and they went on some roller coasters for the first time. She loved it. I said, "Wow, it's definitely my kid." Because I'm a roller coaster fanatic. Like, God, I'm a roller coaster fanatic. Now, of course, I haven't been on roller coasters in ages, but I've been on, King Ka in New Jersey, the tallest and fastest. Prior to that, I was on Millennium Force in Cedar Point over in Sandusky, Ohio. Like, not long after that opened up. So at the time, that was like the tallest, fastest. I'm going to keep it 100 to this day. Millennium Force, although it's 100 feet shorter, to me, the best roller coaster ever. Absolutely the best roller coaster. To be 300 feet with just a bar, wide open, 80-degree angle drop, yo, you feel like you falling for days. Like all you see is just the ground. You just going, and it's so fast. But yeah, going back to that moment with the tangerine, it really I don't want to say inspired me or anything, but it was just I as you could tell, I really had a moment, right, where I had to just take it in, and that's so crucial to this entire journey. Like, you become so present with the now. You're not worried about the past. You are focused on the present because you understand it's how necessary it is to building the future. Because again, once the present is over, now you're in the future day, which is now the present. And that present day before that you just completed is now your past. You feel me? And it's like, but it's essential to building, a beautiful future. But to just be in the moment and just enjoy the flavor and the juice that came out of that tangerine, and it's funny and it's crazy because I don't talk about this a lot, but it was like I find myself sometimes judging myself based on how emotional I get sometimes, just being in the moment and just appreciating what a certain moment is or what it means to me, and a lot of that comes from just the toxic masculinity part of just men don't show emotion and and all that other bullshit, right? But it's like, yo, you become just so in tune with the now, and it just truly allows you to just appreciate this. When those thoughts come in from all the other shit that did happen to you and how people treated you and all that stuff, when that tries to play its part, it's like, yo, just let that go. Because again, there's nothing that can change it. So why are we dwelling on it? Why dwell on it? And if you haven't found the blessing or the lesson that it was supposed to give you, then that's fine. But at some point, when you become so aware of the now, like, okay, I think I mentioned this before. Like, I have a big pet peeve with, to be honest, when people can't accept what's happening right here, right now. Like, that shit irks my nerves, and like I said, women do it the most. Like, it is a feminine energy when something positive is happening, because again, okay, there may be a bad history of behavior, right? Just a bad history of it, and then boom, something clicks, and now that behavior has changed. And the first thing motherfuckers will say is, oh, well, what's the point? This has never happened before. Shut the fuck up and take in the moment. Shut up. Why are we acknowledging, well, look, all this has happened already. Well, it's never happened. Exactly. Exactly. It's never happened before, genius. You're right. It's never happened before until it's happened right now. Imagine the Wright brothers making the airplane. They're in the air, and niggas like, what's the point? Motherfuckers ain't never fly before. All we're gonna do is fucking crash. Shut the fuck up! We're in the fucking air, bro. We just made a fucking airplane. Shut up. Like, why? Yes, we failed plenty of times before. Why allow that to take away what's happening right now? We're in the fucking air. Let's enjoy the moment. Can't change what we failed from. We've learned what we failed from, so now we can fly in the air. You see what I'm saying? We've learned from that, and now we have changed behavior. Now we have improved behavior. Now we have more positive behavior, more positive perspectives. But why get so caught up in the moment and just completely diminish what this moment means? You know, like just, I mean, you know, like that, that's about as stupid as, you know, when the winter storm hit Texas, right? People were without lights and water. Finally, after a week or two, everything comes back on. It was like, what's the point? What's the point? They, like, it's been off for 2 weeks. Shut the fuck up. It's on. Your water's back. Like, shut up. Like, take in the moment. You know, and again, that's just something that I've learned to do more now. And I'm gonna be honest, like I said, I've been so much more expressive with my emotions, you know, and just my overall vulnerability and empathy with other people. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. I came across a random clip of from MasterChef, right? The dude made Gordon Ramsay's sticky toffee pudding or whatever, and he did it in such a small time constraint. Excuse me, in a very small time constraint. And Chef Ramsay was like, "Yo, what are you doing trying to make my shit like?" Like, you may not have enough time. And the guy was like, well, listen, I understand you steam yours. I'm gonna bake mine, blah, blah, blah. Ramsay went up, boom, ate that shit. He just looked. He looked at him, looked down at it, boom, walked away. Then the other two judges came up, and the second dude was like, yo, this definitely roll the dice on this one, you know? And then, of course, the third dude, he's always like, you know, the jerk, but it is what it is. He goes up, he eats it, looks at him, looks down the plate, walks off. So then Ramsay, boom, he pulls out 3 aprons, right? Now, of course, it's 3 cooks, so they're trying to earn their spot with the apron. So in any case, long story short, Ramsay had this dude so shook because he never gave him, you know, a reaction or anything, and he dropped, boom, first apron right in front of him. Dude just crying. You know, and it's like you could tell he's trying to keep it together, but he was freaking out. He was freaking out. Then boom, Chef Ramsay dropped the second apron in front of him. Dude just even more, like he just crying even harder. Than third apron. And long story short, Ramsay was like, yo, like, you did a hell of a fucking job. Like, this here is fucking, like, it's as good as mine. And you did it in such a short time constraint. He was like, you're cooking like this already? He's like, you're definitely going to be going places. And dude was just so full of emotion. And truth is, just, again, just taking in the moment, you know? It was like, damn, I got happy for him. And then I'm, you know, shedding some tears a little bit, you know? And again, it doesn't make me any more masculine to do that, you know? And it was just a very dope moment, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, like, this dude accomplished something in front of someone that he genuinely looked up to. He said, yo, I've had this at one of your restaurants. I've been obsessed with it ever since. And from home, he's learned how to cook it differently. And then to have the actual man himself taste it and be blown away like that, yeah, yo, that's a fucking honor, you know? And but it's like, I wasn't sitting there being all, you know, negative about the shit and whatever the fuck. It's like, yo, like that was his moment. And I've noticed, again, just being more in the moment, that yeah, like I get more emotional when it comes to, little things like that. Because again, I have just an overall genuine happiness for other people and their successes. Like there's no jealousy, no animosity. I understand everyone's journey in and of itself is uniquely their own. But that more importantly, it's not like his success will take away from mine in any way, shape, or form. So again, I have no reason to, be jealous about that. It's like, damn, that's beautiful. Like you worked hard for that moment. You earned that moment. Good on you, But it's like, I got no reason to try to take away from that, like whatsoever. But yeah, it's so important to learn to be in the moment. Like I can't stress that enough, I mean, a lot of people are like, yo, how did you make it this far? Because again, I'm in the moment. Like it's just strictly day to day. Imagine starting on day one, like, damn, I got 364 days, or even, when I started, damn, I got 89 days left. Fuck. Like, yo, that's a long fucking time. But when you were just committed to the process, like, yo, I just gotta not fap. I'm gonna document my day-to-day experiences with this. I'm gonna put a video out every single day, and just leave it at that, and just be consistent. Each and every day, what do you do? Not fap. Each and every day, what do you do? Put out a video. Document your feelings. Document your emotions. Document your experience. Just put it out there. Share it with the world. That's all I've done. And for someone who isn't necessarily doing the YouTube part of it, I recommend journal your shit. Write it down. Document it. Because the beautiful part about it is that once you've completed 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, 70 days, 100 days, 150 days, and so on, and you take your reassessment days, when you kind of just assess where you are and what goals it is and things like that. Yo, go back and look at it like, damn, like to really have that rear view mirror, perspective to see how far you've actually come, and allow that to refuel and re-energize, your journey, and not get so caught up in whatever negative thing did happen, or whatever negative thing, might cause you to spiral out of control and relapse, And even if you did relapse, so what? Sorry. I mean, it's not a big deal. Now, if you keep relapsing, now it's a problem. But if you had a moment after going on your streak and you relapsed, it's okay. Do what I just said. Assess what happened. Figure out what it was emotionally, mentally. Figure out what space were you in that caused you to do it. And then what are you going to do? Continue not fapping. That's it. It's not the end of the world. It's really not. It's not the end of the world. You fapped. Okay. Day one. Let's get to it. But don't continue in vain by not figuring out what brought you to that point on that day. But as long as you continue to do it, you will get stronger and stronger and stronger on this journey. But yeah, a relapse is a relapse. I get it. Listen, it's not easy. Like, listen, when I've had my urges, I felt like I was losing my mind, because fapping was it was part of my identity. Fapping and just having that time, having those orgasms and just feeling all great and loved and special, it's like, yeah, like that was part of my thing. It was part of my daily routine. I had myself convinced that I had to do it first thing in the morning. I had myself convinced that, if I had like an hour or two break between jobs, I can do it then, and shit, I had to do it before bed, again, it was just such a, And yeah, how productive am I being with that? Am I really building my kingdom? Fuck no. Now I am, because I realized I don't need that. You know, it's not part of who I am. It was part of who and what I was hiding from. So now that I don't do it, I faced a lot of shit, shed a lot of layers. You know, still growing, but shed a lot of layers. You know, had to fertilize the soil, and now we got new crops, better crops growing. You feel me? So yeah, definitely. I know I touched on a lot. There's definitely more coming for sure tomorrow. A lot of great comments on yesterday's video. I greatly appreciate you guys for sharing so much with me. I definitely will really dig into that and address that tomorrow for sure, or at least within the upcoming days, because sometimes like I'll see the comments and stuff, but I'm so busy like working. You know, I mean, I work from 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, till 9 o'clock at night. So definitely a lot going on, but yeah, I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sharing with me, and it will be addressed, I promise. All right. So again, happy Father's Day. It's the best day because for me, I love being a dad. I really do. Like, I love being a father, and my daughter is so amazing. Like, she's really, really dope. But aside from that, let's get back to showing gratitude to the universe and to God, because we are grateful for the life that we have, so we can manifest the life that we want and deserve. All right. So with that said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we'll do it again tomorrow for sure. All right. Peace.